I invested my last dollar into coaching and it changed my life. So just a few months ago, I was working as a server. I was struggling to pay my bills. And even when I did pay my bills, like I made good money from serving, of course. I made thousands from waiting tables, but it was just like soul crushing, right? I hated doing it. I really did. I thought like, I knew I could do more, right? I had worked at a media network before doing a serving job. I just left the media network, but at that network, I just accomplished so much, and I figured I was so capable, right? I figured out I was able to do so much, and I was really hurt leaving, not because like I missed the job wasn't even that good. Like I was underpaid, overworked, but I hated going back to serving because I had spent like 2 years just skill developing, learning, growing, and yeah, going back to serving just sucked, right? It was like, dang, waving the white flag a little bit. But I saved up my money serving. I bought a bunch of camera equipment, bought a bunch of studio equipment, using the mic right now, right? I kept investing into my next plan, which was to do videography and content creation. And I started doing that. People wouldn't pay me what I'm worth. I talked about that in another video, how people just, they didn't value me because I didn't have a brand build. I was invisible. And I was trying to build the brand, but I was working the serving job and it sucked. And at the same time, I was building up this brand, doing this cool social media content, and I knew that they were clashing, right? All this time serving was paying my bills, but it wasn't fulfilling what I wanted. And then all this time doing videography was doing what I wanted, but nobody respected me because I was just a server, right? So it was hard to get paid good on the one thing I wanted to do, and I was getting paid good on the thing I hated doing. So there was this, it was a tight situation, right? And I knew something had to change. So I saw a local ad on Instagram. A guy was offering coaching on how to, literally talking to videographers. He was like, you're a videographer and you're not getting paid what you deserve. I can show you how to fix that, right? And I thought that was great. I was like, yeah, literally me. So I checked out his videos. I ended up booking a call and I joined the program. I hired a coach, and I ended up paying $12,000 for coaching, right? At the time, I didn't even have that kind of money. I had to finance it. Luckily, I've paid it all off now, but I had to finance it, and it was really scary. It was $12,000. I was a server. I didn't have any money, but I did it because I knew what I wanted to do, right? I knew I needed to grow. I saw his content. I saw his testimonies. I was like, clearly this guy figured something out. And the real thing that got me to get it was his program wasn't a done for you. It was a done with you. So he offered to teach me, give me everything I needed to learn how to run meta ads, the resources, the coaching, right? The hands-on training of all this stuff, questions I can ask. But at the end of the day, I had to go shoot my own ads. I had to go make my own content. I had to go learn beyond what he taught me, right? And that's what really attracted me to it, because his program rewarded, going out of your way and learning and pushing yourself and problem solving, right? And the people, they were very transparent before I joined. The people who succeed are the people who take steps, take initiative, right? Are who actually follow up with us, who go through our coaching, who actually come to the meetings. And I just knew in my head, I was like, I'm hungry. I want this. I want to grow. I want to be better. And I knew from my time at the media network, I was like, I'm a hustler. I work my butt off. And if I want something, I'm going to get it. So it made sense to me. The only thing stopping me was $12,000. And, like I said, I financed it. I was like, okay, I'll do it, because I just had to make a few sales, do a few things, and I'll be able to pay that off. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's finally get paid what I'm worth. Let's level up. Let's learn. Let's grow my skills. And so that's what I did. And it was the best decision I ever made. I got a new apartment now. I've been able to take my girlfriend on great dates. I have clients now who pay me and respect me because they can see I'm knowledgeable. I've put the time in, right? And it's like, yeah, the course, like, I learned specifically how to launch ad campaigns, how to repackage my offer. So that gave me like immediate value. But for the last like half a decade, I've been doing nothing but social media content, media creation, like studying social media and all this. Like I was in the prime position where I had all the knowledge. I've implemented so much. I'm hungry, I'm young, I want to get it done. And so just I needed an offer. I needed a way to package all of this and to communicate it to the market where I wouldn't get taken advantage of or get told no, and I'd actually get respected, right? It's hard I'm like 25. A lot of people look at me and they're like, this kid doesn't know what he's talking about. I've been doing this since like 2020 for sure. Like I was making music and doing production and running social media for artists and stuff, and creating social media content for music creation. And then I pivoted to creation for myself, and then I started doing creation for that media network, and I did like multiple creations for multiple accounts and a bunch of different projects. Like I lived and breathed it for like 2 years, and I was always watching videos on it, actually putting in the work, like taking courses on how to get better in other aspects like videography and editing. So I had like built up the skills and the knowledge, and I was like really immersed in it, right? But yeah, getting people to respect that or even understand that, like, respect's earned. So it's one thing to be like, I'm super experienced, pay me this amount, but it's another thing for people to be able to like go to my Instagram, see my clients are succeeding, see that my content, I'm talking like this and I clearly know what the heck I'm talking about, right? Letting people have that like window into how I operate, it makes the biggest difference. Because from the outside it's like, he's some 25-year-old kid who thinks he can make me triple my income, but people don't see the 5 years of creating social media content, of learning the game, of failing, of doing courses, of figuring things out, of being broke, working serving jobs, trying to get hired as a videographer, like trying to get people to work with me, right? So people don't really see that. But now that I paid for coaching, I worked one-on-one with a coach, I was able to refine the offer, learn how to position myself, learn a little bit about sales, refine my marketing skills. And I've just been, ever since then, like, I made back to 12,000 and then some. I've made more money than I've ever made before. And it's helping people too, right? Because a big thing about working with me is it's a big investment. I'm not a few $100s, like it's an investment to work with me. And that investment I don't take lightly, and I don't let my clients take it lightly, right? It's not like you're gonna throw the money at me and I'm just gonna fix all your problems. It's the same thing. Like, I am gonna teach you how to grow in the way that I've grown, right? And you're gonna have to leave your comfort zone to invest in yourself and try something different, because that's how you're gonna grow. You have to do things different. And I fully believe in that, because I've never dropped $12,000 on coaching and consultations and on like education like that, right? I didn't even go to school for this stuff. Like, this has all been just me in the field working my butt off and grinding and getting mentors. And I worked at like another media network job for like a few months as just a video editor. And like I forget all this stuff I've done, really. Like, I definitely don't give myself enough credit, but it's cool. Like, I'm really happy that I invested in my education and that I invested in learning these skills, because it's paid off. But I also knew who I was. Like, I know I'm hungry. I know I work my butt off. I know what I want in life. I want to get married. I want to have kids. I'm Christian. I want to live a good Christian life and be able to provide for my family, provide for those around me. And I can't do that on a server's salary, right? I can't do that serving tables. I probably could if I really saved up and worked hard, but I got back problems. Like, I'm only getting older. Like, I'm not gonna be waiting tables my whole life. I just can't. I don't see that for myself. I love people who wait tables. They're great. I've done it. I understand the hustle in it. I respect it. But I knew I had to level up. I knew I had to do something that pushed me and that changed my position, right? And so I took a risk on myself, bet on myself, and it paid off. And so, if you're somebody who needs to take a risk, needs to bet on yourself, specifically a service business owner in Houston who is like, dang, I want to invest in myself, I want to grow, I'm ready to get seen, I know what I do is killer, I just don't know how to do Instagram, I don't know how to launch ads, I don't know how to make social media content, I need help, right? I'm someone who can help you. I've been poured into, and I'm ready to pour back out into people. And I'm only learning more. You look at my Instagram right now, there's probably new content, new people I'm helping, new things I'm learning. And so, if you want to do it by yourself, I encourage you not to. I encourage you to work with someone like me. Or, if you find someone else better or who resonates with you better, that's cool too. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. That's okay. The idea that you got to appeal to everybody is actually opposite of marketing. Like, marketing should not be for everyone. Marketing should be for specific people, right? Good marketing, at least. I say this all the time. Marketing, the way I market is I snipe. I don't cast out a net. I'm not looking for everyone. I'm looking for the right people. And I don't want to work with restaurants in Houston. I want to work with service business owners in Houston because my offer is tailored to them. I know exactly how to get them better leads. I know how to put them in the market. I know how to get you good results. So yeah, that's where my mind's at. Why would if I know I can help a service business owner 3x their ad spend, why the heck would I be working with why would I be working with anybody else? It doesn't make sense. So yeah. If you think you need to make a change in your life, if you know that you can get more leads, you can make more sales, and you're hungry for it and you want to put the work in, there's a link in my bio to book a call with me. I will take you to my landing page too, where you can learn a little bit more about me, see some case studies. But I encourage you to take that call, book that call with me. I'll talk to you for like 10 minutes. We'll see if there's a fit. If there's alignment, then yeah, we'll chat. If there's not, I'll point you in the right direction. But it's really, I don't need just anybody in my program. I want people who are like me, right? Who want to grow, who are hungry for it, who know something needs to change and are ready to make a change, ready to invest in themselves, right? That's who I want to talk to. So hope this video finds you, right? My Instagram is Jared Sitton, HTX. Make sure to follow me on there for more content, more stuff like this. Subscribe to me on this video as well. If you're looking for more stuff just like this as well, more value. I post every day, and I'm looking to help service business owners in Houston finally grow and get seen by their ideal clients and make record months. That's what I do. So yeah, peace.